What's up, budget buddies? It's Kim. Welcome to Debt to None. I don't even know if I should continue calling my channel Debt to None. So much has happened. Sorta. Kinda. I don't know. We're just picking up the pieces and trying to move forward with life. Let's do a quick run through of my budget and what the plans are moving forward. So I don't know if you're interested in my journey, then stay tuned. Let's get into it. Okay, so I don't know if you're new here. My name's Kim. I'm an all digital budgeter. I started my journey January of 2022, but I started my documenting here on YouTube last September, and I've been working my way through about $39,000 worth of debt. I got a lot paid off. I did take on some more. That's why that number is so high. But recently I took on a little bit more, kind of accidentally. But it turns out, I don't know, maybe I needed it. But right now, my husband and I are grieving a death, the loss of our daughter. And it, it knocked us off our feet completely. But it also affected us financially because taking care of her was actually my means of employment. And now I don't have any employment, but you know what? That is okay. I know something is going to work out, and I am going to talk about what we are trying to get established. Let me just thank all of you that have been here before and had that desire to do whatever you can to support me. I am so appreciative to you. Thank you so much for the cards. The condolences, the gifts. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect anything. So everything was an extremely pleasant surprise. It touched my heart that people I don't really know cared enough to show that they cared. Thank you so much. Thank you for those of you that became interested in my journey and you wanted to support me and you went back and watched videos that I had uploaded previously. That actually really meant a lot to me. That definitely helped out my channel. All of you that recently subscribed, thank you so much. All of the likes, thank you. All of that helps. On the lines of that, of helping as far as the YouTube channel, I have to say, for any of you that are so interested in helping me and you have been running my playlist over and over again, I just want to thank you for putting that effort and for caring like that. But I will ask you to stop doing that because it I just got notification from YouTube that it actually is hurting my channel. They recognize that those views are invalid traffic. And so in reading what all that means, it says that I may notice a decrease in views and as well as the revenue on the videos. They did say that they will be limiting ads on videos because they said that, the traffic that was driven to my videos was invalid. I think the worst part of getting a notification like this, it did say that it could be something that's completely out of your control and not of your doing. So this could just happen to any creator where
they detect that the traffic is not genuine, and then they can just deduct any ad revenue that you've made over a period of time, and then it could come to the point where you're just not making any money, even though you're putting all of your work and effort into making videos and uploading them and creating good content. So I have to say, this is kind of a blow, but whatever. I mean, let's just be honest. This is not something that's like a sure guaranteed way of making income, because at any time, YouTube can just do this.
So thank you so much for wanting to help out. I mean, I really appreciate that. That means a lot, but you don't have to run the playlist over and over again. So when it's not genuine, even though it's great motives, um, they will dock us for it. So thank you though. But you don't have to do that. But I do appreciate when you come back and watch the videos that I am uploading. Thank you for your support there. I attempted to record a video a couple of days ago. I started to, and I was not able to get into it. So today's the day. Let's get into these numbers. Let's talk about what's going on in my life at this moment. If I'm going to be completely honest, we're not exactly back on our feet at all. It just happened. We lost our daughter in death. I know some people out there can relate in some way. Of course, everybody's experience is different because we're all different and we grieve differently, and we're just different people. Um, but especially what my husband's going through, the relationship that he had with his daughter, I will say is unique as far as a father-daughter relationship. My husband was a single parent for many years because Mariah was 32 years old. I've been married for almost 19 years to him. So he had many years raising her without me. And they were just like peanut butter and jelly. And they were just a a package. And just, yeah, oh my gosh, he loved her so much. So much. I have to say, I'm not going to dwell on this subject much longer, but I just kind of want to give like what's going on with me, what's going on in my home, update to you all out there that are invested in my journey. I appreciate you. And so I want you to know what's going on. My husband, I just admired him because I've seen plenty of dads that could fall under the category of deadbeat. They just were like, whatever. But he's nothing like that. He is a responsible man. And more than that, he just loved Mariah because he said that when she was born, it actually, that just seeing her was like the moment he felt like there must be a God because this is a miracle, you know, like that kind, like, wow. And she was a fighter. She had challenges and surgeries as a newborn, but she was a fighter. So she fought to live and fought to accomplish everything that doctors said that she couldn't, and she did. um so man, oh man, yeah. So we're still grieving, obviously, and it's going to be a while. Some people say, oh, it'll get better in time. you know Maybe in certain ways, but our heart will continue to be broken. It's just the pain will be there. And even as time goes on, and we know that we are missing a huge chunk of our heart, and that's just the way it is, and it stinks. But we have a hope, and we are grateful for that, and what God's going to do in the future. So we're making it. many prayers are said, not only by us, but of course, all our friends. I know a lot of you out there are saying prayers for us. Thank you so much. Um, so what am I going to do here? Well, this video right now, I'm just letting you know basically how we're trying to pick up the pieces in our life. And my daughter, because of her disabilities, uh, the state of Illinois did pay me to be her caregiver so that she would not have to go to a nursing home. So I worked full time as her caregiver, and that was great. It was ideal, actually. It provided health insurance. It was I was always with her, and I mean, I didn't have to leave the house to go to work. I did this for a very long time, since I want to say like 2010. It's yeah, no, 2009. So that's a long time to not be outside, working. I'm going all out of order in my brain. Bear with me. I am not okay. I am definitely not afraid to admit that. Okay, he's calling me. Let me pause this so I can take this call. Hey, babe, 1 second. Okay, so I'm doing my budget situation just a little bit different than the way I've done it in the past, which probably would make sense to you since everything is different right now. Because I'm not generating any real income. I do expect to get paid again from YouTube, but um, that's only going to be like a few $100s. I'm going to receive my very last paycheck in a couple of days, and that's the end from my employment. So what I'm doing now is I put on my little budget sheet the amount of money that I actually have in my account at this moment, prior to that paycheck. So I always estimate that I'll receive somewhere around $1,300. I'm really hoping it'll be more than that. But right now I have 4212 in my checking account. So adding the $1,300, that brings me to 5512. Okay. And so then, because we're already over a week into August at this time, so my mortgage has already been paid. So even though normally I have that on my little budget sheet, we're not going to do that because I'm just dealing with what I have in my account right now and what I need to pay out moving forward from this date to the rest of August. So I have for my fixed expenses that I'm expecting 2 more transactions for fixed. My internet, which is $102. I always have transportation. I'm trying to figure out if transportation is including the iPass. I feel like it is including the iPass, which is $20 every month. So I put 30 in case I have to take the train. I'm not sure if I'm going to go downtown this month. It's kind of a busy month. Variable expenses. I have my utilities, 265, my groceries. My groceries always is, just in case you don't know, it's coffee, coffee supplies, anything that's just for Kim. I get on Amazon. So I have that $60. Household expenses. So I said for household $25. I do believe I rounded up because I think there was only one thing on there that was for the house. Car maintenance and gas, I said $25. I don't actually pay for the gas very regularly. I do offer. My husband always said no. I have a feeling though, if I do offer, he might take me up on it now. I don't know. But I don't have the income, so I don't know. But I'm gonna leave that $25 there. Personal care, $20. Clothes, No, we totally splurged on clothes recently. Don't need that. Beauty, I should say $60. I got more hair. I did that PayPal pay in four again. So that's going to be rounded up to 580. All right. So health and wellness, $25. That's just in case. Eating out, which at a time like this, I would say don't eat out if you don't have income. I probably am not going to use this $50 budget at $50, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it on there. Then I have miscellaneous and kindness because even when um times are rough, you can still be generous. And so I do want to still budget for that as well. So I put $50 for that. So that brings my variable expenses to $580. So when I added everything up, it's not terrible. So the 5512 total income subtracted the 132, the 580, and then I also have $200 that I'm planning to send to my credit card for my debt. I mean, something's got to give with that. I have got to make larger payments, but I don't see me doing that this year. So for the rest of 2023, I'm going to just be sending very minimum payments. And then I'm just hoping and praying that in 2024, I will have a stream of income that actually can pay, for this debt. Because right now it's $6,900. Wow. Yeah. You know what it is, what it is. Yeah, I increased it. That was kind of dumb. I don't know, but I did that. So it's at $6,900 now. Anyway, so subtracting all those numbers will leave me with $4,600 in my bank account going into September. Around that, 4,000, 3,000, sometimes 5,000. That was my typical carryover for the past few months. So that's good. And then September 6th, the CD, the matured CD, will hit my savings account with Marcus. And I'm planning to not touch as little as as little as possible, because the interest rates did go up on the savings. So they are at now 4.30%. And but I'm getting the referral rate. Thank you, all of you beautiful people that use my referral code. You have maxed me out for the year. Thank you for that. So that means I get a whole year's worth of the higher rate on my savings account, which is 1 point higher. So I'm earning 5.30 on my savings, which is great because once that 11,000 hits, I have $5,000 right now in the Marcus savings. That was my little emergency fund. I didn't talk about that, but I managed to save a total of $5,000 for my emergency fund. So that's sitting over there. And then the 11,000 is going to hit that. So that's great. It's actually 11. It should be like 11.8, but let's just pretend it's just 11,000. So $16,000 sitting in savings at 5.3. That's fabulous. So Kim, we need a job. Okay. We need to earn some income. So can we talk about that? So my husband is decided he's not going to try to max out his day with personal training clients anymore. And he's going to keep the personal training, keep it at what it is, keep the clients he has. And he usually works till like 11 a.m. He starts really early, but usually is done around 11 a.m., sometimes noon. Come home, and then I, with the help of a friend of mine, thought that maybe we should start a cleaning service. so that's the plan, that my husband and I are going to go into business together. We're going to be cleaning. I actually wanted to clean offices, but I don't know. So we're going to start with homes, residential. So I'm hoping and praying that we can get that off the ground. I've got a lot of friends that do this for a living. And I know one of them told me, oh, it's really hard on the body. And I understand that. My husband's so cute because he's like, don't worry, if it's something that is too strenuous for you to do over and over again, like that'll tax your body. He's like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Okay, we worked together. It was actually as a favor, but we did some hardcore cleaning, someone's apartment. It was like a totally emergency situation. It needed a lot of TLC, and my husband got down. I was just like, what? I'm like, okay. And matter of fact, the woman whose apartment it was that we were helping out, she was like, y'all, let me know if y'all go into business. Well, actually, she was like, you should go into business. You guys should have a cleaning business. That was like a month and a half ago. And I remember just laughing because, yeah, I know how to clean. My mom taught me how to clean. My mom loved cleaning. She just thought it was so enjoyable. But I have to say, I do enjoy doing it I kind of enjoy it. Anyway, that was a side note. But that was funny that she actually said that, like, yeah, you guys should start a business. And we kind of just laughed. I'm like, yeah, right. Oh, no one knew. No one knew. Matter of fact, Mariah was there with us too, just watching us. She was so cute. She's like, I'm just minding my own business. She was just watching us bust the sweat. Oh man, it took us like 6 hours. And I mean, I'm not gonna go into detail, but it was wow, that poor situation. But mission was accomplished. Let's just say that. But yeah, that was like an emergency. She needed help. And so we rose up to help her and we got it done. And yeah, so now I know that level of cleaning. I know how long that will take us. But I don't anticipate having, well, I can't even say that because it just depends. I'm not going to say no, I don't think, to jobs. I mean, it'd have to be like completely insane for me to be like, no, we're not going to take that on. Because right now, like, we don't have anything. I've also been thinking about doing like even construction. Like my other friend suggested new home construction cleaning, like after they're done, getting in there and just making it presentation worthy. I'd love to get into that. I do construction. I've never talked about that either. I'm actually trained in different things. I don't do it for a living, but I'm trained by professionals that do work in the construction industry for a living. And so I do have skills in that area as well. That's just a side note. But anyway, so that's what's on the agenda: starting a cleaning business to generate some income. Start date is September. I will keep you posted. And then also with my channel, I was thinking about, even though, yes, this is debt to none, and man, my goal is to be debt to none as far as debt is concerned. However, I am thinking that since I'm all alone here in this house, usually, throughout the day, I'm thinking about maybe showing a little bit more of my life, not the people in it, unless they want to be seen, because that is something I'm very serious about. Like, everybody deserves their privacy. So I'm not going to just be carrying a camera around like and making all my friends be on. No, there's, first of all, who's going to agree to that unless, you know, someone wants that. Yeah. So I'm not going to be doing that unless they want to be featured in a video, but most of my friends are pretty private. My husband doesn't want to be in the video. I think I've said that before. So I don't think you'll see him unless something, you know, who knows? It is raining outside. But yeah, maybe he will pop in. Who knows? But I was thinking, because we will be selling our house, probably in the near future. There's so many reasons. We're trying to simplify our life, as much as possible. Now we don't need as much space. Emotionally, it's like it's harder for my husband every day because this house has our daughter attached to like every part of it, and her room, like, of course he won't touch it at all. We keep the door closed. I go in there every now and then because I'm little by little, I'm taking stuff out when he's not around. I don't know. Did my mic pick that up? Because that was a very loud thunder. But little by little, I am removing things from her room. Um, I know he wouldn't be able to do it emotionally, so I'm just doing it where he can't see it. And my goal is just to have it emptied out. Yeah, without him. He's not sentimental. He's not tied to things like that. Actually, both of us are similar like that. We're just like, okay, we have to just move past this. So we don't hang on to material things for sentimental purposes. Maybe one or two items that's extremely sentimental. I think we have that, but mostly no, we're going to get rid of everything. And so I'm trying to do that. But yeah, it's just hard to be here. And so I know some advise like don't make any major decisions while, during the grieving process. And I agree with that. But the facts are the facts. Me and him were in two different places as far as grief is concerned. I'm not as emotionally distraught as my husband is. I do handle grief differently. Everybody in my immediate family died except for one brother. So I kind of know, how to function and keep moving forward, and I don't know. This is a different kind of loss, but I would say as far as financial decisions and things like that, I'm pretty focused, pretty level-headed. Nothing's done out of emotion or grief. Not on my part at all. And so listening to my husband and he can't live here, I understand it. I could live here at least, maybe for another 6 months or so. But we wanted to move. We wanted to move even before Mariah passed away. So this isn't like this isn't a rash decision by any means. So we're going to be selling our house. So I said all that to say I'll probably be featuring more of like how we're doing it, like how I'm going to get everything in order. Because beyond this room, there's so many things that need work, and it just drives me nuts. So why not see, behind the scenes of Kim's life and how I'm trying to get everything situated. I've got to paint, not this room, in there. That is the wait. Aha. That's the hallway. A teeny little hallway, which had some 1970 wallpaper on there. It was so ugly. Well, not the ugliest. It's just not my style. That I started to tear down probably like 7 months ago. And so it's like half gone and this just raw wall. And then half of it, there's still some wallpaper up. And then you see like patches where I was putting like the spackle in like dents and stuff like that because I just wanted to paint the wall. So like the gray just to bring that throughout. But I didn't do it. I didn't finish. And so it just looks, it looks so bad. So I have to finish tearing down that wallpaper and then finish patching, I guess, and then paint that wall, prime and paint. Because that wall, that raw wall is like yellow. I'm thinking just because it's from years and years ago, like, you know, the 70s. So mostly my house is pretty outdated for the most part. I would like to remove the flooring. That my husband's like, what you don't need to do all this work, but I feel like I do. The people that lived here before, they obviously ripped up the carpet that was no doubt the original carpet, 1954. I'm like positive, and then they ripped it up and put new carpet down when for them to sell it. But it's so like there's like ripples and buckles in it where I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think a professional did. I actually don't think a professional did most of the work in this house. So that's kind of a source of irritation, but I can't stress too much about it. But I would like to get a professional flooring company in here to tear up all this carpet and the tile that's in the kitchen dining area and just have it seamlessly run like hard flooring, not hardwood because I can't afford that, but non-carpet throughout the home. I know my husband's probably like, oh my gosh, what are you talking about? But I really need to do that. And then I don't think we're going to be able to do all the plumbing stuff, but we just need to do some basic stuff. And then I'll be ready to put it on the market. Because I can't just throw it up there. I'm not trying to have my house looking crazy. And no, that's weird. So I'll show you. I guess I'll show you that also. Some things I can do myself. Not most of that, but painting, sure. I got that. And then yeah. And then you'll see this is a very tiny house. But hopefully it won't take too much for us to unload it. Yep. And so just stay tuned. I will keep on plugging away. So next video, oh my gosh, I will be back soon. Soon, 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 soon. I promise. I'm gonna make it happen. So thank you so much for checking in. Thank you so much for all the support and the love and the prayers. Just thank you. It's man, people you don't really know that want to step up and be there. That's like, man, that's very like class act. I mean, that's awesome. Thank you. Who would have thought that? Who would have? Man, I guess I am grateful to be in this community, and I'm grateful for all of you that have shown me that you care. Even before this, you guys were there, you know, helping me and encouraging me along the way. And so I just appreciate you so much. I hope to see you back here. I definitely hope that you continue to stay with me and watch me through this odd period of my life. And we're going to make sense of it. We're going to figure it out one day at a time. So with that, I hope that I see you next time.